Help me when I don't know what I feel.
She's holding an orange prairie lily across from the Bess in Saskatoon.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, so serendipity.
Make sure you get a Canada Council grant, baby.
To get back home.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Spring 2024 Minstrels and Bards. Okay, so this Minstrels and Bards soiree is situated on Indigenous land and dish with one spoon territory. This is a traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Wendat, and the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. Minstrels and Bards gratefully acknowledges these Indigenous nations for their guardianship of this land. We have 4 features. We have the one and only Sarah Greene, who is the reason I'm at the Tranzac and love this woman, and I can't wait to hear her sing, because I have heard some songs online. I was like, whoa, she's so good. And Derek, who I've just met, and Catherine, who I've danced with and known for, 15 years at least. Oh, I probably danced with you in 2002 before I moved to Vancouver. And Michael Fraser and Aiden Devine. So welcome, etc. So it's going to be a fabulous and full evening of so much talent. So Sarah is going to be first. She's a songwriter, writer, and former music journalist for Now Magazine, Exclaim, The Coast, and other publications from Toronto. Her songs are intimate, concise, and idiosyncratically classic, which I love. You know, somewhat eccentric, but not really, right? Working in warm, soulful, country-tinged folk rock ballads, Greene examines loneliness, vulnerability, and the tugging poles of freedom and attachment in her songs. She released 2 recordings as the front woman of mid-2000s indie folk band The Pickups before putting out her debut solo album, Toronto Blues, in 2011. Greene's long-awaited sophomore album, Being Real, featuring Paul Kolinski, Tania Gill, Michael Herring, and Dani Nash, is due out later this year. Greene is the Director of Residency Programs for Tranzac. That's why I'm here. And we love cats. Yes. A not-for-profit community-run venue in Toronto. She is also the program coordinator for Folk Music Ontario's Folk in Film Festival. Welcome, Sarah. I'm so happy to have you.
Okay, thanks for being here early. Thanks for having me. I was sitting there all day officing, and here I am, about a meter away from there. This is a song I wrote when my nephew was born, and it's his birthday soon. So, you saved your mother's life. You changed all our lives when you arrived. Monday morning, such a tiny thing. Yet you changed everything with the gift you bring. As spring is dawning, little fists in the air, you can tell that your mother is there. Do you hear her talking to you? You made your father proud. He's moving furniture He's getting ready. Gotta keep it steady for Nathan. Such a tiny thing, yet you changed everything with the gift you bring. As spring is dawning, you open your eyes wide as surprised to see you yawning. You saved your mother's life. I'm one of the hosts of the Open Stage, which is every Monday night. I feel like that should be mentioned. If you want to come for a visit, anytime. It's every single Monday at like 6:30. I'm not here every single one, but it's a good. So I move this microphone around a lot. This is a little early pandemic love song for you. It was really funny. So many people said, "Oh, I don't want anything about the pandemic on my record," and that was like 2 or 3 years ago. It's like, well, I don't know. It's gonna just be with us, right? Rushing to work, March breeze ruffles my shirt. You're on the corner looking scared. You ask, do you think I should be there? And like a key in a locked door, you were by my side the day music died. Drinking soda, eating chips. How bad do you think this is? Maybe some weeks, maybe some months. A little time at home might be fun. And like a key in a locked door, you were by my side the day music died. Rambling intimate talks on our endless pandemic walks. Summer without wedding bands. I wanted you to take my hand, but like a key in a locked door, you were by my side the day music died. Lonely, sleepless nights, existential, anxious daylight. I woke up in your easy chair. For a moment I pretended that I lived there. Like a key in a locked door, I was by your side the day music died. Why must it be such a locked door? Why must I be such a locked door? Why must you be such a locked door? Why must we be such a locked door? All right. Help me when I'm not being real. Help me when my mind is a wheel. Help me when I don't know what I feel. Help me when I'm not being real. You say you want to live with me. Where are you today, baby? I keep circling a spot. My heart has forgot. I am not what I am not lately. Help me when I'm not being real. Help me when my mind is a wheel. Help me when I don't know what I feel. Help me when I'm not being real. You found someone to love instead of me. You love impossibility. You keep circling a spot. Your heart is forgot. You are not what you are not lately. Help me when I'm not being real. Help me when my mind is a wheel. Help me when I don't know what I feel. Help me when I'm not being real. We spend our time alone mostly. Still you come by with dinner for me. We keep circling a spot. Our hearts have forgot. We are not what we are not lately. Help me when I'm not being real. Help me when my mind is a wheel. Help me when I don't know what I feel. Help me when I'm not being real. Help me when I'm not being real. Thanks for listening to the really quiet one. A maximum 4 minutes, much to my embarrassment. I mean, I have a big life goal of writing something like at least 6 or 7 minutes long, but I'll let you know when that happens. It seems like I feel like I need to leave the crime scene as soon as possible or something when I write a song. Okay, I'm going to play a little tiny one. This is, I think, a world debut, sort of, in public, more or less. Unless, are we counting Zoom? I don't know. World debut in real life. Okay, I'm likely to get confused while trying to play this song, but I'm going to thank you. I'm going to try it. When it snows, let the wind pass by your shoulder. Keep on going. Push the eternal boulder there. I told you I'd get confused. There is no knowing, but there's a place for a new start. dusty page. Is it time to turn it over, rearrange? Find a four-leaf clover. Is it preordained? Is there a place for a new start? In a rut, too much time spent thinking over in your gut. Let it churn and rumble slower. It can cause you pain, but there is grace in a new start. When it snows, let the wind pass by your shoulder. Keep on going. Away to four-leaf clover. There is no knowing, but there's a place for a new start. All right. There you go. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Paul, for bartending. Thank you, Brenda.
So much.
Yeah, if you have an elderly cat, just get in touch and I'll console you. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, she was great when Aria was, she passed last year, cancer, yeah, and she was only 12, but Sarah. And also your cat when we first started emailing. Yes, yes. Yeah, oh, thank you so much. Oh, that was just beautiful. Your songs are poetry. They are. That's why this is a poetry reading with singer-songwriters, because it's poetry. Come on. Okay, I need my next. So Derek's new collection of poems, National Animal, is published by Vehicle Press. His 2015 collection, Mockingbird, was a finalist for the Gerald Lampert Award. For Best First Book of Poems in Canada. Congratulations. He received an MFA from Washington University in St. Louis, where he studied with Carl Phillips and was the founding editor of Maisonneuve magazine. He lives in Montreal and Toronto. So welcome, Derek.
Sarah, doesn't she have a sweet voice? Thank you very much for your opening start. Someone's got to start, right? Yeah, thanks very much for that. I'm going to read 3 poems for you tonight. The first will be from my book Mockingbird, came out in 2015. And then I'll read 2 poems afterwards from National Animal, which just came out this month. So this is called Pelicans. Don't fool yourself. You don't know anything about birds. So you've seen a documentary, skimmed a book, can tell robins from chickadees. You've stared across canyons, been pushed off a fence, can guess what soaring is, falling in reverse. But have you ever looked at a pelican? Their beauty's folded awkwardness, red, lidless eyes, mouths baggy as inflatable pants. Their webbed feet push the brakes midair like cartoon ducks. No cormorants, not sleek arrow hunters. They wheel above the surf and drop like a stack of 20 pancakes. gulp at the foam and fish, then struggle to take off again. Drying out on shore, they wonder what they've done to deserve such graceful wings. You should wish to be so brainless, inefficient, beautiful. You drove through a flock of them once, on your way to catch a plane. Flying alone, no longer among them, you return to knowing nothing about birds or who you are, just eyeing other people, wondering what you've done to deserve this life, your only one. Yeah, so as Brenda said, I live in Montreal and Toronto. I don't actually live in both places all the time. I'm not that sophisticated. But I live in Toronto right now, and because my wife got a wonderful job. I grew up in Oakville, and I've been in Montreal for the past 30 years or so. But my wife got a great job, so we all decided to come down here and rent a place here for the year and see how it goes. This is pretty much my first reading in Toronto in at least 9 years, I think. So happy to be here. So this poem is called Double Dream of Joni Mitchell. The first dream is, I suppose, my dream of Joni Mitchell. And the second one is her dreaming about Saskatchewan. There are two places in this poem. The first is her hometown in Saskatchewan, where she grew up. And the second is Laurel Canyon, where, of course, she made so much of her beautiful music. It also mentions, just so you know those wonderful CP hotels that run across the country, like the Chateau Fairmount, the Laurier, all those. Well, there's one in Saskatchewan, in Saskatoon, called the Bessborough, which people just call the Bess. So that gets mentioned as well. And some of the older members of the audience may remember Entertainment Tonight with Mary Hart. She also gets an appearance in here. Nice fact for people, she had both of her legs insured, each for $1 million, which is a good number, I think. And they were good legs, what can you say? So this is Double Dream of Joni Mitchell. It has an epigraph. I drew a map of Canada with your face sketched on it twice. She's holding an orange prairie lily across from the Bess in Saskatoon, provoking again the 49th question. Flip me over. Who would I be on the other side? On stepped down winter trails to the bar, where you'll turn the facets on your tumbler of salted beer, as Mary Hart's legs light up the grainy satellite. That's how the great comparison begins. Up in Laurel Canyon, aluminum sadness, the fawn on the runway and walls of sound. She remembers home, riding a sweet bicycle under those high white palaces at twilight. Feels like Neil, all her changes were there. With slim strumming fingers, she picks up her pen, fills the hot shape of emptiness. A song for both sides now. Good. Excellent. Yeah. And I won't give any introduction to this. It'll be the last piece, and I'll move quickly. This is called Homemade Blueberry Wine. My friend, don't ask me to pretend, now that you've made me drink this stuff, that it's amazing, wow, or even surprisingly good. Let's be honest. Your grog is a gut punch to the kisser. I never knew wine could be meaty, sour, and evocative of cake all at the same time. Let's order a pizza and pour your shark piss into a large punch bowl. It may still make a passable sangria. And now we've downed the whole bowl, laughing as we eat the alcohol-soaked oranges and using the pizza crusts like edible fishing rods. It's time to become philosophers. No more complaining about empty bank accounts, air guitaring on the coffee table, no whining about the white-collar salt mines or how our quiet, manly tears go unrecognized. No, it's time to pardon the turkey. Let's be honest. This is the greatest wine known to man. I feel more virile than a decorated veteran who's just won Stanley with a Game 7 overtime out of his jockstrap goalie deking goal. All right, time to calm down or your new dog is going to lose its other eye. Stop the shouting and techno music. My head feels like the Grinch's heart crushed between two Whoville cymbals. And remember the terrible things, and please, please forgive the terrible things I whispered in your ear during your spontaneous 7-minute coma. No one will love us like we love ourselves tonight. Lionel Richie said that. Or was it Whitney? Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. Some amazing images and sense of consciousness of nature and our place with. Michael Fraser is published in Best Canadian Poetry in English 2013 and 2018. He has won numerous awards, that is for sure, including Freefall Magazine's 2014 and 2015 poetry contests, the 2016 CBC Poetry Prize, woo! The 2018 Gwendolyn McEwen Poetry Competition. This guy's a rising star in the literary world. I mean, we're all rising stars, aren't we? Yes? Some of us are floating and starting to. And the League of Canadian Poets 2022 Leslie Strutt Poetry Prize. His latest book is With My Eyes Wide Open, published by Exile Editions. Welcome, Michael. One of my favorite people. Everybody's my favorite people. So good to have you. It's been 10 years.
How are you?
You featured 10 years ago.
Was it 10 years ago? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, let me move this a bit closer. Does that work? It's this one. It's this one. Okay. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Great to see some fellow poets I know, and I loved your songs. Just absolutely adored them. Wonderful stuff. Yeah. And it's funny, he mentioned that Joni Mitchell poem was wonderful. And I was actually thinking Joni Mitchell earlier on. I hope that, yeah, I was. Yeah, so serendipity, there's a reason for that. Yeah, the last line, it was killer. I love that poem. Excellent poem. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read a few poems. I'll read 3 poems from this one to end, and it's the most recent book. This book is 2 years ago. It's an homage to African Canadians who fought in the American Civil War. But I'll start with one of the more current poems. Although this one, I think 2 years ago was it was in the running for the ARC Poetry Prize. It was one of them. It's Things to Do Around Toronto When You're Black, and it's after Gary Snyder's 1966 series, Things to Do Around Seattle. I updated it, obviously based from my perspective.
This is the mic that's recording you.
Oh, okay. I should have moved it away. My bad. Okay. I had moved it away. Okay. I will talk into both. Yes, so Gary Snyder, 1966. The stipulation was I had to write about Canadian cities that I have either lived in and or visited. So I have 21 of them. So I think it's chapbook time. Things to do around Toronto when you're black. This is where you invite the reader in, showing wherever you step, clothing is your first language. Sport the teal blazer so people will nod when asking questions, and gift shop employees will refrain from being your personal static cling. Remember, you are not you, but a race. Stroll down Philosopher's Walk, reviewing your mind and how it will one day abandon you. Feel Tattle Creek's underflow twitch the footpath. Everything about your stride is almost summer. Jump up during Caravana. Catch how bass cracks open the air it inhabits. See Sororan Park's lit jack-o'-lantern parade as the city slides into November, throws fall through the air, and turns lives back an hour, then departs into photos. If you're pulled over, put CBC radio on. Hopefully, an astrophysicist is riffing M theory. Your whole life has been a parallel universe, so you'll be able to opine. Mention supergravity, and you're on your way. If you come in winter, rewire the cold with smiles, your frosted breath hinting at the cloud-braided sky. See how the harbor thins ice buckling along Center Island shores. The ferry a pen writing in water. Picture the CN Tower and Rogers Center as an item, the two of them dating for years. And keep your mind off symbolism as the dome's petals open like a white lotus. Skydine at the 360 restaurant as creation rotates around you. Stretch your hand across the lake. Tug the horizon and pull America in. Okay, now I'll just read it was the poem that won the CBC Prize, which is in here. And yeah, this is a homage to African Canadians who fought in the American Civil War. And they just didn't fight in it. They actually were very pivotal. Many of them were part of the first official Black regiment, the 54th Massachusetts. And it's amazing how that all happened. John Andrew, who was the governor of Massachusetts, was a staunch abolitionist, and he had a good friend, the one Frederick Douglass. So he asked Frederick to commission the first regiment, and the first two soldiers were actually two of Douglass's sons. But there was a severe issue. There weren't that many Black Americans in the state of Massachusetts in 1863. And okay, sorry. It's okay. You can do it. You can. I'll be candid. I'll pretend I'm not noticing you. I'll pretend I'm not noticing you. I know. iPhone. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let me get back before I forget this. Yeah. So. And of course, it was frowned upon to poach from neighboring states. So they canvassed into Canada, into Ontario and the Maritimes. And yeah, they got a lot of Black Canadian soldiers. And the 54th Massachusetts, if you've ever seen the film, oh my goodness, I'm forgetting the name of it now. I always know the name of it. It's the what? Glory, yes. With Denzel Washington. That's the movie that made Denzel Washington. He is phenomenal in it. Absolutely phenomenal. Morgan Freeman's in it. So is Matthew Broderick. So if you can get over the Ferris Bueller being part of the Civil War thing, it's an incredible film. But it documents the 54th Massachusetts, and they were the first I say the first official regiment that actually fought. There was the first Kansas, which was formed immediately after Lincoln wrote the proclamation back in September of 1862. However, they were not recognized by the War Department. So they were sort of a bunch of radicals. But yeah, the 54th, they fought in, oh God, I'm forgetting the name of the battle now. I'm forgetting the name of it. Normally I remember all this stuff, but anyways, yeah, their bravery ensured that from that point onwards, Black soldiers were allowed to engage in actual battle. So very important. And literally almost 20% were Canadian, and it's something we hardly know of. Okay. The other thing that fascinated me was the Civil War era slang at the time. So I literally just fell in love with the words. So at the back, there is a glossary, and I've been told it's needed. And the irony of all this for me is the glossary was probably 3 times as large initially. And luckily, I had a really good editor who pared it all down. I went crazy with the words. Okay. Sorry, I just have to say some of my favorites. Play Pretties for toys, Seed Folk for ancestors, Bumbershoot for umbrella, and my absolute favorite, Coffin Nails for cigarettes. Okay. This is like the longest introduction to a poem in history. Okay. African Canadian in Union Blue. I was AWOL, an unpaid ridge runner, hawking distance from the cold-shaded 54th Massachusetts, pulling fleetfoot through nightbrush, my feet bramble-clawed and day-sore, yowling for a pair of spendy cruisers. Bounty men near caught me in Tamarack Larch. I saw their smoothbore guns, day clear, their eyes haired up and owly. I was hanging by my eyelids and angled a beam through light-blazed metal bomb, jumping log cob and bull stumps, moss-bitten rod hole fallers, deploying all the natural speed my buck-bred seed folk gave me. I was base-born in Chatham, Mammy giving life to 6 pin baskets and a rickety pushcart. And if I were to see him now, I'd ask Daddy why he healed off before eyeing me wrapped in scrapped yarn. His master named him John, echoing the New Testament. Whitney's cotton gin nearly snapped his saddle-brown back in half. Some days he bleated raw like a crushed side-born calf, sliding away from full breath. Hurdy up and sky-rooted through Virginia pine faster than whiskey jacks whistling over feed camps, and sparked Mammy's teenage mind before stone rolling to his novel life. A rail toad booming around rusted age jimmies and ragshag Tunerville trolleys. I continued dim moon traveling west through puckerbush, sedge, and prick-filled tanglewood, lodging with other lucked-out Negroes beside slick, calm Finger Lakes, hauling soaked rick to hemload tip carts. We'd light down to chew tough cow grease pone before snacking tobacco ropes, our smoky, tea-skinned black bodies day-whipped and legged out. White clodhopper abolitionists and schoolmarms let me sleep on shakedowns and boil up my battered threads out back, stooped over hose bibs, rub boards, or mill ponds. And a swamp Yankee and his Jake-leg wife above Rochester stodged up scrapple, fire-burnt tongue cup, and slack-salted Pope's nose. We popped it down with overproof lamp oil, and everyone was all in, plow-shined. My mind was so jag-skated, I talked all my close business like I was up a redwood tree, and I can't extract when my head clunked the sewed rag shuck bed. I night woke bedfast with scarlet runners beetling my bare flesh, and sweat runneled and rilled either side of my chest hill slopes. Heard hushed words and realized they were studying to mule me to cellars. Morning, I pretended to smile along. Then I lit out Crow Quick past Tumps and shadebook glades of knurled hickory. On the final night, I met bullhorn thunderheads, throwing froth-smirred gully washers and stump mover skies. I squinch and child stivered through the teeming chisley freshets that sozzled and gaffed me, the mud water pooling the path's apron. Almost done in, I saw America's back 40 sproutland, sun glimming and drying after the rains had sugared off. I went down the ravine scoop, smiling towards burlers and their floaty Niagara chuck boats, waiting to river cross into Canaan. Okay, and this is the most recent book, With My Eyes Wide Open, personal poems, poems from childhood, poems about love, life. Basically, it's a primer on how to ruin your life. It's all here. I'll read 2 short poems and then 1 longer one. Walking Home. walking beside you, I felt the oak trees breathe September right through me. You said autumn, and I was chained to your marzipan smile and snowlight eyes. I wanted to touch the slabs of wind rolling through your hair. First, and it'll be very apparent what it's about. I was 5 when it happened. The light bright commercial fanned across the living room, raking paper-clothed walls with sound. Then, like a newborn catching sunlight, I saw it. My fingertips blinked against the window, opened up to the chanting cold like a released bowstring. My eyes dished round, back counting bushels of flakes. Okay, and the final poem is Daydreaming Sophia, and I'd just like to say it's the ultimate pedestalization of someone. This person cannot possibly exist. And it begins with I have a quote from the great Derek Walcott from his phenomenal book-length poem entitled Schooner Flight. It's out of print, but get it from the library. You'll think, when you hear this line, you'll want to get it. So the line is, I loved them as poets love the poetry that kills them, as drowned sailors love the sea. Phenomenal. Okay, Daydreaming Sophia. I'm usually super fly, but today I've been flying sick. Down the corporeal dumps, wounded by green bacterial waves of chance and happenstance, and saying, damn, what is Sophia doing today while I'm holed up at home, stuck from my Bam Bam computer, surfing cyberspace like some lost black Captain Kirk, saying, hey now, and all the while thinking of Sophia stuck out in the Venus flytrap of wondering, daydreaming of which warm mango country she might run off to like a lightning-quick gazelle, sailing, moving, grooving under a hot, burning, piping hot, steaming polenta sun. And I'm saying to myself, damn, that hip to jive Sophia's always moving, always kinetic. Even in her mind, she's all go, 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 and I want to go with her to explore the fine confines of terra firma before I burn out fast like a light bulb exploding into nothing. And I'm thinking, damn, that's Sophia. You know, I could fall in love with her in 2 weeks on vacation, definitely beside a warm beach, watching the ocean waves march in like a foam army of blue-green ants. And I'm thinking, damn, what is Sophia thinking right now? And I'm thinking, Sophia is fly, like a soft rolling Fiji wave coming into the sands of my hello eyes. And I say, damn, Sophia is a wave, all curves and showing God's best work when he was out of his blue period. And there she is, rolling down that piping ribbon of stone highway, moving beyond tomorrow's sepia sunset into desert lands and badlands filled with deadheads and nude middle-aged men going through midlife crises more heartbreaking than a malnourished child on Vision TV, walking through nudist camps like neon Adam and Eve. She's singing beaming arias and wondering about the old shoe store neighborhood back in dead Toronto, which is permafrost to her now, because she's burning up a mile a minute and cruising hard into Mexico and having short women lash out at her in Spanish because she looks like a rose-colored flamenco dancer. Her hair roasting like curled spaghettini in the beat-up Mexican heat, and crowds of men watching each bounce of her flower petal ass, men standing, sitting, watching, selling tickets to see the hot new spiraling babe in town, their eyes barreling down her skirt like lost children salivating in the psychic wind as it lifts her skirt and knocks them stone dead with appreciation. And I'm saying, damn, That Sophia is everything and anything anyone would ever want to have. And I'm saying, damn, I wish Sophia and I could trip on down to Mexico, mingling with the lost descendants of Toltecs and Aztecs, climbing sun and moon temples like urban astronauts, and saying, pow, 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 to low silver shooting stars when we reach the top. Only to only to fly back down again in a winding beam of worm tequila, vomiting 100 miles an hour in sweet nectar-filled jungles, making love under cricket nights and cactus days. And I'm saying, damn, this is all a pipe dream coming out at me from nowhere. I'm bogged down in permafrost, traffic, gridlock, neon bike town, and she's out there moving, moving, moving. Thank you.
Yo, Michael. Wow. You know, I actually can't listen while I'm hosting here. And I actually listen when I watch the video. But that last poem in particular, wow. Yeah, I've never admitted that to anybody before. And I really listen when I get it online and I can sit in front of my TV and watch the whole salon and go, oh, that's what they were. Those are very powerful poems, and I think you took us through quite a journey from early to, you know, the Civil War to, and also these love poems. You know, the last one of Sophia's, it's a love poem. They're beautiful. Thank you so much. We're going to take a break. Oh, and let's give Michael another round of applause. It's so special to have him. He was one of my first features in 2014 at Urban Gallery. So that was 10 years ago. And it's so nice to have you back again. And we're like different people now, you know? Yeah. We're 10 years older. Okay, so the man is here. Clifton Joseph. He's a Dubs poet at large. Clifton Joseph is a Toronto-based poet and journalist, a founding member of the Dub poetry movement in Canada. Yoo-hoo! He has performed widely across Canada, the USA, UK, Caribbean, and Europe. He's published Metropolitan Blues and released Oral Transmissions and Shots on Eglinton, 2 albums of poetry and music. His sonic approach to poetry attempts to bring out the power and musicality of words. He toured his last album in Egypt, Paris, London, Southampton, Wales, and Berlin. His latest release is a 7-inch vinyl Subterranean dub on the BSMT Local 254 label. I'm so happy to welcome Clifton Joseph. You!
Thank you, Brenda. I met Brenda for the first time personally at the Free Times Cafe. The Art Bar Poetry Series. I've been with the Art Bar since 1923. I remember when Alan Beesmaster was with it at the Hungarian Club, and you know, they just have a level of persistence. They've played at all of the clubs and cafes in town. If you see them, please support them, because we don't know when they'll go extinct like the dodo bird. If you love poetry, you are a sucker for punishment. Punishing poetry. I mean, we really regale you supporters. And it's a slightly different crowd tonight. Sometimes I'm used to a crowded cafe of 18 people where everybody is on the guest list and actually on the open mic. Make sure you get a Canada Council grant, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In fact, I had stopped going. By the way, this is a stand-up comedy routine. I had stopped going out west, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, etc. Right? Because I did the math. I'm no Einstein, but I'm a little bit tricky with numbers. It cost $1,500 on the Air Canada flight to get me to Vancouver. They put me up at the big-ass Vancouver hotel, big-ass downtown, like the Chelsea Inn used to be called and so on. That's $250 a night for 3 nights. By the way, it rained from the time I got in on Friday until I left on Sunday. I'm like, what the fuck, Vancouver? So, $1,500 for the airline, $250 times 3, $750 for the hotel. They give me a per diem, $10 a day. I'm like, where can I shop? So where did I go? Hastings and Canby? Oh, you all know you're Vancouver. So to reiterate, $1,500 for Air Canada, $750 for the hotel, Vancouver, and you know what the Canada Council is paying me? $250. I said, if this isn't some fucking Latter Day of the Saints sharecropping, come on, no. It's the same thing. So I said, hold on. I am the odd one out in this equation. So I called Air Canada. I said, hey, I need to do some clawback, baby. I'm pulling some capitalist shit on you. You know, you want my number, you want my business, you got to give me something. So of that $1,500, can I modestly get 3? They said no. Those dudes must have been from the Old Testament. You know when God said, you know, I don't believe in God myself, I must say that. Ooh. When they said that my God is a vengeful God, I'm like, God, you're God. Why do you have to be vengeful about shit? You already got all this shit going on. You're like, why the vengeance? Then I went back into the Old Testament, and it said shit like, if they don't believe in this God, kill the men, women, children, sucklings, and the animals. I said, God, fuck, Greenpeace is on your ass. You know what I mean? Peter is coming at you. You know what I mean? Why you gotta kill the animals too, baby? You know what I mean? I can say, okay, yeah, that grandma is a real pain in the ass sometimes. Yeah, so she got to go. You know what I'm saying? She got to go. Grandma's got to go. But the kids, they haven't even been in the life yet. I know a couple of them, that one over there looked like he's going to grow up to be an asshole. Take him out, but not all of them. Come on. A vengeful God? Is that the God I want? You know what I mean? And speaking of spoken word, as Paul Dutton from the Four Horsemen used to say, well, what other kind of words are there? You ever into a spoken word gig where all night it seems like you're listening to the one poet, where everybody sounds the same? You know what I mean? All spoken word poets sound the same. I'm looking up, oh, it's so-and-so. No, it's so-and-so. Oh, no, it's so-and-so. Oh, you listen to a whole 24 performances tonight, and it's like one poem. As the poet laureate of Toronto, Liliana, used to say, a one-poem town. One poem town. Then, of course, you get booked for the gig. They're bringing you out to Bracebridge. You got to go to the main town, take a Milk One bus, and go off at Route 825. You know, where somebody's going to pick you up in a red van. You know what I mean? You say, then I get into town dressed like this. I say, where do the pimps hang out? You know, don't you know some pimp poets? Get one of them brothers to open up for me. You know what I mean? Scallywaggy Gat coming. Yo. Yeah. Uh-huh. 1, a 2, a 3, and 4. That's me, baby. I'm like, give it up for my man. Then I get to Bracebridge. I say, where's my hotel? There's no hotels in Bracebridge. Where am I staying at? With us and our 7 cats. Spent the whole night doing this. Meow that, motherfucker. Then, before the gig, I'm there, eat my cereal and my little thing, because you always walk with your own little pack of stuff, so you don't have to go out to some restaurant for some bad food. You know, Bracebridge, greatest breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And next thing I know, there's a knock on my door. Hi, Clifton, what's up? They got their neighbors in the living room saying it's an impromptu performance. I got to perform for their 7 friends. Also, I'm like, okay, can you check my contract? I don't believe this was in the contract. So you're gonna have to upgrade me to your bedroom and you're gonna sleep on the couch tonight. Then it doesn't end there. Now I got to fill out all kind of paperwork to the League of Canadian Poets to get paid for my transportation. And of course, that's where we get a chance to heft up that bill. By the time I finished with that application, you would have thought I went to South Africa. You know what I'm telling you? It was. I took the bus, the train, the plane, the automobiles. Yes, dig. And I killed grandma. Then it takes them another 5 weeks to send me the money. Do you understand why poets are poor and sometimes lack cash flow? You ever see a bunch of poets at a gig? Check their glasses. It's either they got water or they got that one beer from 7 p.m. They're nursing like, what's her name? Florence Nightingale? Nobody can nurse a bottle of beer like a poet. A broke poet especially. You know what I'm saying? So look at them poets. Do not ask them to buy you dinner or to buy you a beer. Because they'll end up like me on the microphone saying, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the show, if you don't like the show, if you're just indifferent, just go to the bar and have a drink on me. Tell them I sent you for a nice cold glass of water. Woo! So there I was going up in Antigua and Barbuda in the Caribbean, 108 square miles, 68,000 people at the time, a British colony, etc. I grew up as an Afro-Saxon. I thought that I was of the British Empire. Mother England, that's what they said to me. Nelson, Horatio Nelson, you know what I mean, the Romantic poets, all of the big pillaging of the world. I was a repository of that. And still I got there and the dude called me nigger. I'm like, nigger of the empire to you, sir. Breathes there a man with soul so dead, who never to himself has said, this is my own, my native land, that I pillaged. 'Twas an ancient mariner, and he stoppest one of three. By thy long grey beard and glittering eyes, now wherefore stopp'st thou me? The bridegroom's doors are open wide, and I am next of kin. The guests are met, the feast is set. Mayst hear the merry din. He holds him with his glittering eyes. The wedding guest stood still and listens like a 4 years child. The mariner hath his will. Woo! I said, I got to get some of that shit that dude was on. And he hasn't even started talking about the bird yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He hasn't even got to the bird shit yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, woo! Sign me up for a lifetime of not being able to pay my mortgages and... and being famous in all kind of small towns of Ontario, you know. Because, by the way, I'm absolutely famous in this town. I've worked at the CBC, got a number of Gemini Awards, written for the Globe and Mail, the Toronto Star, was with Daniel Witchler and them at Imprint. Pardon? Peter Mansford, the known cat, doing my thing, did the magazine thing, the writing thing, you know, the dancing thing, you know what I mean, the party thing, you know what I mean, did the writing with the poetry and everything, you know what I mean, did my whole thing in the thing. And to this day, I'm absolutely famous on Eglinton between Marley and Dufferin. Please don't answer me down at Kiel. They be like, who the fuck is he? So I went away on this trip to, thank you, Canada Council. Can somebody tape that so I can send it to them? Travel grant, etc. So I went to Tanta, Egypt, 2.5 hours outside of Cairo. They got the 11th anniversary of the Tanta International Poetry Festival. I learned a lot then. It's like, what do you do when you don't understand all of the fucking Arabic poets who came up before you, and you're nodding like you know shit? So I learned to check their lips, gesticulation, the import of their emotion, and to get a sense of what they were saying in the poetry. So in that trip, I realized that there is really a universal language that goes beyond, you know, lingua franca, you know, etc., so that you can overstep that whole thing. So I went to Tanta, then I went to Cairo, then I got into Paris, then we did Hackney in London, then we went to Town and Hay. Hey, oh gosh, they got long names in fucking Wales. Eh? Biggest bookstore city in Wales. Like they 1,500 buildings, 1,400 bookstores. I love that place. Then we came back, we did Southampton, and then we ended up in Berlin. You know, I came back into town, and there were messages saying, yo, Clifton, we have a gig for you. Can you do it for free and bring some of your books to donate? Clifton, I got a gig for you, man. You're moving up in the world. We got you a $50 gig. You're featuring with 1,100 people on the open mic before you. Oh, okay. Wow. I guess I should. I guess I should get into the. Coming to an election near you soon. We're the politicians who said it'd make things so much better. Now when we try to talk to them that they're empowered, they just bluster, fluster, filibuster like John Poindexter. So often it's just like exchanging one evil for another. And at this late hour, you find out that they're serving another master. We're the politicians who say that make things so much better. Now that they're in power, we try to talk to them. They just bluster, fluster, filibuster like Poindexter. So often it's just like exchanging one evil for another. And at this late hour, you find out that they're serving another master. We're the politicians. We're the politicians. We're the politicians. Where's that politician who said it'd make things so much better? Where's that politician who was my kind of rabble-rouser? Such fine oratory, such fire, such speaking truth to power. Now with the legislature's leader in his hand, he's forgotten you in the corner. He's too busy bedding down with the same people he used to rail after. Where's that politician? Where's the politician who they said it'd make things so much better? Where's that politician that was such a convincing Mr. with that smooth, easy smile and that affable sense of character? Oh, how I hugged his words and marveled at his charm and his charisma. But now as a grand poober, he's got nothing for you. We're the politicians who said they'd make things so much better. Now that they're in power, we try to talk to them. They just bluster, fluster, filibuster like John Poindexter. So often it's just like exchanging one evil for another. And at this late hour, you find out that they're serving another master. We're the politicians who said they'd make things so much better. You're the politicians who will make things better. You are the politician that'll make things so much better. Die, day, die, day. Die, die. Shung bang shaka ching chiki ching chang ching 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 chiki ching wo chiki 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 chick wap 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 a ying chiki ching ying chiki ching ika ying ching 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 chick. Die, day, Yeah.
Whoa, thank you, Clifton. Never anybody has been like Clifton. Oh, wow. Yeah, we need more Clifton, maybe at Foy House, huh? Yeah. Woo! I saw Clifton at the art bar, and I was like, as soon as I got a chance, would you feature at my series, please? So that was spectacular. And you took us through an entire culture, really, that I live in.
I had your name in Kenya and Mombasa.
Oh my gosh! Wow,
Everybody, I didn't trip that.
that's incredible. You heard him in Kenya? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, we're gonna go to our last feature. It's a music feature, but Clifton's kind of been poetry, stand-up, music. Aiden Devine, who I've only ever really heard once, and that was at Tom Hamilton's salon, and you were fabulous. So I'm so happy you said yes, because I thought you were, well, it's too busy for something like this. Anyway, Aiden is a regular workday Canadian actor who's made his living plying that trade for 30 years in Montreal and then Toronto. He's also spent time on the stand-up comedy circuit. But
He's to get money from my Breslin.
But he's also, but mostly he loves to write and sing songs. He's excited to be part of this evening's thoughtful entertainment and sometimes silly, and looks forward to coming out and being with y'all. Good to have you.
Thank you. I don't need that for the guitar because it's plugged in.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Let me see now. Check. Is that coming out up there? All right. Everyone relax. I just needed one affirmative, not a whole chorus of yeses, but thank you guys. Very enthusiastic audience. Thank you, Clifton. That was amazing. I'm not sure which part of that was poetry, but I enjoyed the whole thing. Okay, I got a list of songs that I'm going to sing. Let's see now. I don't know if I could sing that one first. That may be too much. You know what I mean?
Do it.
I don't know about the second one on this list either, man. See, to follow that, like the first part of the evening was a bunch of like poetry, like words, people of words, getting up here with words, man, and like very well organized, put in the right place, like letters and words way beyond what I could even imagine. Well done. Thank you, everybody. It was pretty amazing. Very intelligent people who know a lot of words. Like, I don't know half that many words, you know what I mean? And I've been speaking English my whole life. Now, let's see now. My guitar's been sitting here for some time now, so it's probably out of tune. I'm gonna play this song here, which I wrote.
With words.
Yeah. I wrote all the words, I wrote all the notes. Is that matching up the guitar and the, was one too much? And I never play the song. And I may screw it up halfway through. Well, if you leave one cigarette in the pack, or jeez, I forgot the second line. Hang on, I gotta just raise this up a little bit. I think, you know what, it's got something to do with the microphone positioning. That's the problem. If you leave one cigarette in the pack, okay. If you leave one cigarette in the pack, or a pancake at the bottom of the stack. You leave the door ajar, slightly at the back. Well, you could turn this heart to gray from total black, but it's alright. There's gonna be another day. I'll be fine. The sun's gonna shine again, so they say. But were you lonely, were you feeling blue? Or was it only that the spring had come to? Did you like it? Was it something you had to do? Or did something tell you not to wave this heart through? It's alright. There's gonna be another day. I'll be fine, girl. The sun's gonna shine again, so they say. But the world is hard if you walk through it in single file. And the road is hard if you never sit anywhere and put your feet up and stick around for a while. Were you lonely? Were you feeling blue? Or was it only that the spring had come to? Did you like it? Was it something you had to do? Or did something tell you not to wave this heart through? It's alright. There's gonna be another day. I'll be fine, girl. The sun's gonna shine again, so they say. But the world is hard if you walk through it in single file. And the road is long if you never put your feet up anywhere and stay for a while. But baby, there's something you ought to know. I'm gonna rebuild this heart real slow. It'll be larger and stronger than before. Ooh, and it'll be ready when love comes through that door. See, the world is hard if you walk through it in single file. The road is long if you never put your feet up anywhere, stay for a while. Well, do you have one? Could you put it on your sleeve? It could be better than this web that you weave. Cuts and bruises, baby, is that what you perceive? But hearts are strong, you know, as long as you believe it's alright. There's gonna be another day. You'll be fine, girl. The sun's gonna shine again, so they say. The world is hard if you walk through it in single file. Ooh, and the road is long if you never put your feet up anywhere and stay for a while. Yes, the world is hard if you forgot the word there. The road is long if you never put your feet up anywhere and stay for a while. you. Thank you very much. It's great that I forgot the second line and the second to last line. Like, how does that even happen? You know what I mean? At least there's some symmetry to it. Symmetry to my senility. Pardon me?
Is this your second song?
What do you mean?
Well, you said second to last.
No, I forgot the second line of the song, and I forgot the second to last line of that song.
And then it was the second song.
That was my first song. I know it was unusually long. But
Second song now.
no, this is the second song. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just checking. I'm getting heckled by the host. This is a big surprise.
I thoroughly enjoyed your second song.
You know, I committed your name to memory. No more, pal. Okay, here's another song that I wrote. All the words, all the notes. I just have to decide which one it's going to be. I got them all written down on this piece of paper right here. Play another two songs. Okay, we can do... oh, yeah, this is a good song.
I'll take your words for it.
It's kind of a sad song, so you're going to have to get out of your current moods. Jeez, this is the worst audience I've ever seen, man. I'm singing sad songs. They're all just killing themselves. Knee slapping. I lost a girl and almost killed myself. Here we go. Here's this song. I wrote this one in G because that's one of my favorite keys. Just kidding. It's not in G. I don't know what this is. It's all the same to you, my friend. I walk away from today. It's all the same to you, my friend. It's time to stop feeling this way. Now folks will say what folks will say. It's all the same to me. I'm too low to contemplate what they think comfortably. It's all the same to you, oh Lord, I'll just stay outside. It's all the same to you, oh Lord, I will walk till I get right. Sun rises and goes down. I'm tired of this old town. It's all the same to you, oh Lord. I'll walk until my feet touch the ground. Well, we were two. Now I'm one. It's all the same to me. I'd half a mind. I might have tried to make us a perfect three. I might have cleared your road of stones and handed you the key. Instead we nurse our lonesome bones, cast adrift at sea. It's all the same to you, oh Lord, I'll just stay outside. It's all the same to you, oh Lord, I will walk till I get right. The sun rises and goes down. I'm tired of this old town. It's all the same to you, oh Lord. I walk until my feet touch the ground. Maybe I'm a clown, thinking that we'd come around. Looks like the ship is going down, down, down. Yeah, this old boat has run aground. So I'll just sit here on this rock and I'll wait for a sign. As I wait for the good Lord to show his face and answer some questions of mine. If it's all the same to you, oh Lord, I'll just stay outside. It's all the same to you, oh Lord, I will walk till I get right. The sun rises and goes down. I'm tired of this old town. It's all the same to you, oh Lord. I'll walk until my feet touch the ground. Yes, if it's all the same to you, oh Lord, I'll walk until my feet touch the ground. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's a song I wrote about a chicken. Okay, I got this song that I wrote. It's a blues song. But I wrote it in A minor. See, blue, A, that's A. I wrote this in A minor. Okay, so that actually makes it a folk tune. That's what I'm told, but I meant it to be a blues tune. Okay. Just to show you guys, I can play guitar. Baby, won't you come this way? Come this way and stay. They do it every day. I don't care what you say. I wanna play. Baby, come on. I know what you've done. I put the blinders on. The stuff that's done is gone. 'Cause you're the one. Baby, it just ain't right. I don't wanna fuss and fight. 'Cause baby, when it's cold at night, well, I just wanna feel alright. hopefully a smattering of applause there. I don't know if you guys are used to seeing music before, but or blues music. Baby, give me a sign. I've got to know that we're fine. They do it all the time, baby, I'll take any kind, 'cause I'm working blind. Baby, I've got to know if this thing is going to go. You've got to put on the show, baby, do the do-si-do, 'cause I'm gonna blow. Baby, it just ain't right. I don't wanna fuss and fight, 'cause baby, when it's cold at night, well, I just wanna feel alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's the idea. Just kidding. You guys are very kind to be even listening to me and my little ditties. What time is it? Can I do one more? I got time for one more. Which one should I do now? Oh, I'll do this one here. Here's a song I wrote. I wrote this song a long time ago. I remember when they first came out with answering machines for telephones. You'd have a tape deck in there. You'd have to like record your outgoing message, and everyone would leave a message going, your outgoing message could use some work, that kind of thing. Yeah. So I wrote this song basically with that in mind. So this must be in the 90s or something. It was like this. It's called Outgoing Message. Well, I'm not here, but that's my style. You won't find me for a country mile. That's just kind of the way I run my life. Leave your message and don't be shy, otherwise, well, you can make me cry. 'Cause you could be my future wife. Yes, I'm too busy to take your call. I'm too damn drunk for anything at all. Someday I'll tell you where I've been. So leave your name in, you won't be missed. I'll put your number at the bottom of my list, and I'll call you back as soon as I get in. 'Cause it's a long way from here to get back home. Yes, it's a long way from here to my telephone. Right now I'm uptight, but I'm sure I'll feel alright. But it's a long way from here to get back home. Now I can't talk and I can't play. We're going to have to save that for another day. Leave your message here on this machine. Say who you are and how you feel, and I will be the judge of whether that is real. Please don't think I'm just mean, 'cause it's a long way from here to get back home. It's a long way from here when you're all alone. Right now I'm uptight, but I'm sure I'll feel alright. But it's a long way from here to get back home. Pick it, Aiden. Well, thank you for your call. No, it's not finished, not finished. It's not finished. Guys, when will you learn how to listen, be an audience? The last verse goes as follows. Thank you for your call tonight. It's very kind of you to be so polite. To think of me even when I'm gone. I try to call and I'll try to think, maybe we can get together for that drink. I hope and pray to be that strong, 'cause it's a long way from here to get back home. Yes, it's a long way from here to my telephone. Right now I'm uptight, but I'm sure I'll feel alright. But it's a long way from here to get back home. Yes, it's a long way from here to get back home. It's a long way from here when you're all alone. Well, I know that I must fight if I want to see the light. But it's a long way from here to get back home, to get back home, to get back home, to get back home. Thank you. Should I do one more? Should I do one more? Thank you very much. I've been told I can do one more if I can do it in 36 seconds. But now I don't know what to do. I'll do a short. I'll try to do a short one. This one, I think this one is short. It's only 28 stanzas. It's another sad one. I'm going to finish with a bit of a sad one. Like that little note there. I think I invented that note. I'm trying to sing it, play it fast. He's rolling in dough. Yeah, he's rolling in dough. But how far does that go? Rolling in dough. The house of cards is good for show, but don't let the wind blow. The smile on your face, the smile on your face, it's gone without a trace. That smile on your face, high heels and pretty lace, are you in the right place? 'Cause pound for pound I'll take you down, just give me the last round. Yeah, baby, if nothing seems sound, just give me the last round. So it all seems right. You're at the highest height. Oh, and you think you might. I never had to fight. But in the dead of a night, are you losing sight? 'Cause pound for pound, I'll take you down. Just give me the last round. 'Cause if you're falling from anywhere, well, come hell or high water, I'll be there. Well, does he take you home? Do you often moan? Is it all on loan? Or can you still be shown? Does it hurt to be alone? I've got something you can own. 'Cause pound for pound, I'll take you down. Just give me the last round. Yeah, baby, if nothing seems sound, just give me the last round. Oh, baby, I'll hound and I'll hound. Oh, for the last round. Thank you so much, Ray. Great.
Oh my God, what a great evening. It's amazing. Yeah, Aiden's great, and Clifton and Michael and Catherine and Derek. And I want to especially thank Steve for all his help with the mic. And he sat and done the sound levels throughout. That's amazing. I'm so appreciative. And who did I forget? Sarah. No, Sarah's, yes. Sarah's amazing. I guess I first contacted her maybe 2018 or 2019. She's a very special person. So thank you all, and I hope you put something in the jug for the features. And the next Minstrels and Bards is the end of July, and I can't remember. Planned. Just be on the list. I'll send everything out. Thank you. Sorry? Oh, yeah. Okay. Sure. I got to pack up real quick, though, because the next group is coming in 10 minutes. Can I? What? Yeah, I'm the host.
Hey,
You go in the middle.
I'm the
Go in the middle.
host.
Let's move this out of the way.
Yeah.
Who's taking the photo? Oh, Steve will do it. Steve will do everything. Thank you. Steve goes.
Use the.
The giant apple will be.
Make sure you can be seen because you're not that tall. I'm gonna move this out of your way.
You're so sweet.
I'm shorter. I could be. Smile. Oh, I love this song.
Wait, do I look fat? Hang on.
Take a few more.
Okay.
Let me suck it in here.
Suck your breath. Chin up.
Make sure you get our feet to it.
It's my best feature.
Thank you.
You said
Michael?
feature?
You got it, man.
Enjoy it.